Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on how to hack. So over here, I have web code running. So we're back to a web application penetration testing series, and we're gonna look under A4, which is on XML external entities. All right, so let's go ahead and click on it. So XML external entity is a way where we will understand about how XML operates and how it is being parsed into the web application system for processing, and what kind of vulnerabilities and results can we obtain as the server process certain XML instructions. Alright, so this leads us to the XML external entity attack. So XML entity, right, allow us to use tags to define what kind of content is going to be passed from the XML document into the system. Alright, so there are internal, external, as well as perimeter entities. And as you can see here, we have a document type definition. And we have the doc type. So in this case, we have BLOG. Alright, and in the beginning, we have XML version 1.0. And there's other options that you can input. Alright, so we can see all these different details. And of course, it's always being opened up by certain tagging like block, followed by closing of block. So very similar, alright, to how you look at HTML as you structure the HTML, and in this case it will be for XML. Right, so what happens, right, as you can see from this XML version equal 1.0, so we have a doc type and we have the entity. Alright, so we have entity JS and we define it as Joe Smith. Alright, and of course here we have the output, right, which is the author and JS semicolon. So this will pull out Joe Smith as a result, and it goes into the parser, and from the parser it will then just return block and author information. Alright, so as you can see here, right, so this helps us be able to actually create constant, be able to put certain information, and of course here we have a Java application XML to get data from the client to the server. So as you can see here, once again, right, it's sent into the Java XML parser, and after which, alright, it helps define certain information. Okay, so as a result of that, this is what we call the XML external entity attack. Alright, so this is the part where we push information into the web application system for the parser, and the parser will actually pull out certain information for us. Alright, like system issued commands, the roles of users, certain confidential information, alright, certain directories, listing of directories, files and folders inside a particular part of the server. Alright, so this is the place where we can launch all these different attacks by uploading an XML document or information, XML information into the web application server and system, and that will result, alright, in returns of all this different kind of instructions and commands. Alright, so on number 3, alright, so here's an example. So in this case, right, we have a normal XML entity, right? So we have the doc type author, we have the element, alright, and we have the JS Joe Smith, and of course this is under the author, so you get processed over here on the last row. So over here we have the external DTD declaration. Alright, so we can actually do a definition. So in this case, alright, we have the email. So there's a to, from, subject, and body. Alright, so this is again an email.dtd, alright, that is being sent into, alright, the system. And of course we have the email DTD, so you get email, to, from, subject, and body, and then you have all this PC data. So an XML parser, right, is configured to allow external DTD or entities, and we can change the XML snippet with the following. So as you can see here, so what we are entering is JS system, and we're using file etc plus wd, right? So this will list down and help us enumerate the list of users inside the system, right? So when you do this inside the system, it will run the instruction for us, and it will return under njs semicolon as a list of users. All right, so again, this allows us to run certain system commands, instructions, alright, reverse shell, and so many different options for us to actually launch the attack from an XML